So kind of where it all kind of began, the biggest event growing up in my childhood was at the end of my 4th grade summer. I went home expecting a summer of fun, riding bikes, hanging with my friends, and kind of my life turned upside down when I came home and my mom was crying and I just found out my parents got divorced. Now, in America, 50% of all marriages end in divorce. So I told my friends from school, my best friends, and they're all excited for me, saying 2 presents on Christmas, 2 presents on your birthday, what they're to be sad about, but as someone growing up in an Indian American, Asian American household, that's unheard of. So for me, growing up, that support, that kind of difference was a little bit of a hard thing growing up. I couldn't find solace in my friends at school or in my cultural friends from whose parents never got divorced. It's unheard of. And going through the divorce procession with my family and seeing my mom and my dad going through this kind of made me want to become an attorney at a young age and just, having it in front of a judge and everything. As I fast forward through high school and college and went to law school, it was a great experience. I remember my first week of law school. I was a very open-minded, bright kid, and I wanted to explore different areas of law. I went to my professor, who I assumed was my mentor and someone who would encourage me, and I went to his office hours. I expressed my desire to, explore different areas of law. And one of my first experiences with him was him putting me down, kind of saying, focus on something else, go on a different path. And that really just had a negative, immediately out of the gates, first week of law school, had a huge impact on me. I have no family really in the law and the legal area who could mentor me or guide me. So someone who I assumed would be a mentor and someone who I assumed would be guiding me immediately put me down and kind of set me on the path my first year of, okay, this is my area, my lane, I should just stick with it and be afraid to branch out. So the next 2 years of law school, my 1L and 2L year, focused on school. I stayed in my lane per se, and until I met Ms. Hardwick and the journey of Esquire really opened my eyes to the possibilities of what I can achieve. One of the first weeks in the program, we did a mental wellness seminar, and that was mind-blowing for me because to me, I'm the type of person who every day, if I'm not doing something with the legal field or studying or working or doing something, I feel like it's a waste of a day. Like I'm falling behind. There are other students who are working or studying, and I'm essentially, not doing everything I can to become the best attorney I could possibly be. After that seminar, I realized that it's okay to take a day off. It's okay to not be, if you need that mental health or well-being, to be okay and to take the day off. And I really, even now as a 3L and going through this last year of law school, which was incredibly difficult, working and taking classes, it really helped me get by preparing for the bar. Another thing that I really appreciated about the program was the mentorship. As I mentioned before, I really didn't have a mentor the first 2 years of law school, which I wish, honestly, I did. The first year after the professor had kind of discouraged me, having that mentor from a similar background as me, and he honestly pushed me. He said, professors may say that, but I know people who achieved a similar path as you and everything, and just encouraged me in coming out of my shell. And I'm a quiet guy normally, and as Jocelyn Ms. Hardwick said, I was very unsure and nervous in the beginning of the year, but I've become way more confident because of my mentor, because of the leadership, knowing that this is for me. I can do it. I can graduate. I can pass the bar. I can become an attorney. Just having a mentor who really believes in me. He connected me with other mentors as well, who I'm in touch with, and it's just been a great experience. The other thing I really want to bring light to is the one-on-one coaching with Ms. Hardwick. As I mentioned before, I'm a person who, if I'm not doing something every day, I feel like I'm being left behind. I remember talking to her in December when we had our one-on-one, and I was like, I'm going to start bar prep. After winter break, I'm going to take 2 weeks off for winter break, and I'm going to start bar prep. I'm going to do 5 hours a day. And she was like, are you crazy? And I'm like, isn't that what we're supposed to do? It's the biggest exam of my life. Like, I need to pass. Like, I need to start early. And she's like, no, calm down, take a second. it'll be okay. You have enough time to study. So if it wasn't for her, I would probably be burnt out right now. But right now, I'm looking forward to graduating, to taking bar prep, to passing the bar, and honestly, if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be so exhausted right now and not ready for the bar. I probably wouldn't pass the first time either, but I really appreciate that, and just the different avenues that she brought up through the program. I really didn't know there's other pathways to becoming an attorney. Like judicial clerkships was one thing that I had no idea before this year, and really just her opening my eyes to that being a possibility, how to even apply for it, how to contact the judges, how to do a writing sample that would be well enough to be considered even. Just going through that was really, really amazing for her to do, and I really just, without her guidance and the whole program as a whole, I wouldn't even be able to apply for something like that and be considered. So I really appreciate all of that. And then the last thing is really just the bar prepping. We would have a whole bar prep seminar throughout the year, which kind of prepared me in an easier way to get in front of bar prep early and be ready to go in May when I graduate. Just going straight into that and legal writing as well for the essays really just helped me as becoming an attorney. Once I graduated and passed the bar, just no one really teaches you legal writing. You have that first year in law school where they give you a generic format of pre-act and going down, but that's not really how you write a memo or a motion, and really just going through all the nuances of that really helped me as well in my internship right now as well. I utilize that, so that really helped me. And going forward, I just want to say this program has just been the best thing this past year. Really just helped me become more confident, because the bar exam is half mental, half studying. If you're not saying every day to yourself, hey, I'm going to pass, I'm going to be an attorney in September when the scores come out, we'll be in that thing. That's half the battle, and really just this program has made me confident enough to believe in myself that I will be able to pass the bar. I can do it, and I will become the best attorney I can be. So I just want to thank Professor Hardrick, everyone of my classmates, everyone here as well for supporting me, and thank you so much.